Welcome everybody, my name is Richard and this is November 2024 Tesla self-parking. A software update came this morning so that my 2024 Model 3 with enhanced autopilot now has self-parking function. It didn't before. It's a car without parking sensors, so it's a Tesla Vision self-parking. And it also has now AS, which is actually Smart Summon. So if you want to see a bit more of my ass in this video, keep watching. Now you may remember a previous video a couple of years ago with Tesla self-parking not doing that well. We've come on a couple of years since then. Is it better now? Right now it's hard to say yes. Yeah, just step back a bit, Serge, and show the public how this is parking at the moment. I was fully expecting it to park between these two vehicles that you see. You'd think it would go parallel park in between them. However, it's just got itself in a muddle now and it's just going backwards and forwards. And at the moment, it's going to wear out the front tyres. So in a minute, I'm just going to have to abandon this. But welcome to our latest video of Tesla Vision self-parking, November 2024. Now, most cars, you have to kind of cruise past it and then it will kind of find a spot. This one does it even before you're next to it because it's of course using the vision. So press start. There we go. Going forwards. I'm not doing anything. So say stop if it's going to hit the curb. It's getting close. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. It is showing on the screen here like a yellow red line, so the vision can see the curb. Ooh, mind my whip. Yeah. Hey, that was all right actually, wasn't it? Yeah. It fumbled to begin with, but actually
it's a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I've got my eye on that spot over there, which is a bit of a tighter gap. In fact, it's probably too tight to put the car in, but take that, Serge, and then we go around there and try it. Because this was an easy gap. I thought the gap was smaller, but it's actually okay. But it is on a bend, and that can be trickier. Let's see what it does. Serge, don't forget to shout if it's going to hit the curb. I've got the sun right in my eyes, and it looks like it's gone in at quite a sharp angle. Now there's a car coming the other way. Let's see what it does there. That's okay. So it's going close at the front. Of course, I can't adjust my mirror whilst this is happening. The car stopped itself then.
Oh, that's good.
But if it goes back, tell me.
Okay, that's probably the tightest I've seen it.
Oh, okay, it's all right, but that's do you entirely trust that? It was a really tight angle, but then it's a tighter spot to be fair. So, okay, well look, let's head out to a car park and we'll try some other stuff as well, some perpendicular parking. Okay, so here we are at a car park, and this is going to be perpendicular parking. So there's a gap there. Oh look, yeah, it's got it. Hang on, I'll tell you, let's go to the one up there, shall we? And so it's quite good here. You can choose. You don't have to go past the gap to scan for it first. I presume it's looking forward and seeing all this. Which car here is going to be in the way, isn't it? Yeah, we've gone quite a long way past it, but okay. What's it doing? Watch this car here. Oh, no, it's got it. It's got it. I went for the brake then, but it's got it. Although down the driving some nice new i5 there. So this is doing it at a reasonable speed, you know. Again, it's a weird balance, isn't it? Because you want it to go quick enough that it's not dithering. Hey, I'll give that some points. That was all right, wasn't it?
Pretty cool, yeah.
That was impressive.
Quick, yeah.
Yeah, because it was quick. I got nervous there, but of course you'd sort of build up confidence in it. Okay, let's try some more. Right, so let's drive forward. Let's open that screen up a little bit there. Maybe this is why now this bigger screen could be useful, because you can kind of have this more open. So what can I choose from? Oh, it's recognised there's two gaps. So have a look at the gap there. So now it's presumably you can see the white lines and recognise it. So can I pick either one of those? Yeah, I can pick either one of those and say start. But can I now zoom around and pick a different gap? Unselect that. Yeah, I can. So will it just do forward parking gaps? But it is recognising the white lines and determining what's the space now. I want to see if it can get that, but does it do that?
Yeah. There's one here.
There's one there, but it's not really getting that one there. So let's go back and look at the imagery there. Look, somebody walking around. Okay, well, let's see if we go. That one, is it going to go in forwards or backwards or what? It wants to reverse into that. There's a car there. What's it going to do about this scenario then? Because it can't really do this. Good. In the back of the van. Right, go. I'm not hitting the brake yet. Go. So it's doing a little shuffle, but it got on with it at a speed that was making me a bit nervous. But it did seem to see that object was there, that car, and actually kind of going, that's all right. If I watch somebody do this manoeuvre, I'd be thinking, what the hell are you doing? I mean, we've made it difficult for the car, of course, but we've given it a difficult situation, but it doesn't go in forwards, does it? It always wants to back in by the look of it.
It's going to go Austin Powers here.
It's going to be a long video as well, isn't it? I don't have the time to do loads of sharp edit today, so I'm going to have to just let this one roll. If there's anybody watching us, they must think, what the hell are they doing? But do you know what? Again, it did that really rather well. If it was a human, it would have just driven forward into the gap, but that's actually okay, to be fair, isn't it?
I didn't think he was going to do that.
I didn't think there was even a possible manoeuvre, but it made it happen, so okay. Right, so let's give it another test. Let's try another gap. Well, what's good, again, it can see that curb edge, it can see the white line. So this is now getting to the point where I'm thinking, yeah, this could actually be rather good. Again, I don't think I would ever use it in reality. I'm fairly confident of parking, but obviously not everyone is. So if this works to the point where they find it easier, or maybe some people with maybe mobility issues that find it more difficult to manoeuvre around, then it could be more difficult. So let's see here, there's 3 spaces there. Does it recognise that as 3 separate spaces? Yes, on the screen here, we can pick from any one of these really. So I could just say, well, go into that middle one there and start that.
Should be easy.
So it does this better when there's white lines marking the spaces. They're not full, but they're only these sort of T-shapes. They're not full.
Yeah.
I don't know why it straightened up then. It actually got itself a bit... It didn't need to. It could have just gone backwards in one go, I think. Tree there, tree there. Yeah, it's got it, it's got it. Let's go and look how straight we actually are. Sorry?
A bit wonky here.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, the back is a bit wonky, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it didn't really need to do that forward shuffle, I think, if it hadn't straightened out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pretend I've come back to the car and someone's parked really tight here, which happens quite a lot and you can't get in the car. So, of course, no problem, I'll get my app out and I'll summon it forwards. Cannot connect to vehicle. This is where people would normally put out things as sometime later, many hours later. Huh.
The lights.
Is that a signal in the car?
Yeah, probably.
That little kind of orangey. See, my signal's good, but is that saying the car, whatever network that's on, doesn't have a good signal? Yeah, I mean, it's showing like 3 bars LTE. Not good enough though. So what we found before when we tested down the side of our warehouse here is because we don't have marked out lines, it actually struggled a bit. I don't know what it's going to be doing here. Where are we going? What are you doing? Oh my God, this is going to be... Oh. Sorry, I abandoned that. No, let's go, let's carry on. Look, let's be fair, let's give it another go. We've waited till the sun's come round in case the shadows were affecting things. And we've also moved that Model 3 there forward a couple of times. And it looks like it's now going to allow me to park in that gap. So we're comfortable. This is about the smallest gap it will park in now. So let's give it a go again. It did tell me I could park there just now. Will it give me the option as I creep forward past it? Yep, there it is. All right, let's go. Park. It looks like it's doing it. And at least we've been able to test what the smallest gap is it will self-park in. Oh, I got that one a bit confused. Oh, no. No. What's it doing now? It looked promising to begin with. Start again. I want to take over so badly. I'm not going to. It can see the gap, but it just... No, this can be doing this forever. Right, I'm going to come out and I'm going to just get it to do it again. Okay. That's it, keep going. I would rather not put the side of the car down that brick wall, so again, I'm keeping an eye on that. Okay. Hey, got it right this time. So it can do it, but that's the smallest gap. We kept shuffling that Model 3 forward until it would choose or allow the place to be parked in. So where do you want to go, Serge? About here? So Serge is trying to defend Tesla here and say, what about if you put some lines on the ground? Will it park better if the gap is then smaller? Okay, well look, let's bring this car back a bit towards that line and see what it does. Yes, it can see that, Serge. So I'm going to do it from here, park, and yeah, it's seen it already. Look, it's here.
Huh.
It's got it.
So it is the lines.
It certainly helps, doesn't it? Without the lines, it wouldn't get that gap at that smaller size. Okay, there we go. So the gap can be a bit smaller, I think, if it has some white lines to help it. I think they helped it, even little ones like that. Right, anyway, now let's do a bit more about my ass. So the actual smart summon, let's try it out. So let's see what we've got on the screen now as options. And I've got our special swivel screen here so I can show you a bit easier, hopefully. So if I go to autopilot now and scroll down to here, we've got actually smart summon. Now let's have a look what we've got. You can customize that. Completion sound. Oh, so you can add an applause when it completes. Let's do that then. Emissions on abort. Emissions in a Tesla is usually the fart noise. So, well, let's try that. Let's leave that on, and then you can adjust your clearance and bump up to 48 inches, down to 12 inches. But let's go with where it was at a default, which is 20 inches. Now, because I've got miles per hour set in the UK, we have to use inches. So I guess the UK is a bit weird, mixture of imperial. Standby mode. What's this one? Enable standby mode. Let's press information. It will keep the sensors, cameras and computers powered to reduce the amount of time required to begin summon. I'm on the app here, so I go to summon. There's no way I can be bothered to walk all the way over to it, so let's see if I can summon it to me. So it shows me the cameras from around the car. Just move so you might get in the shadow a little bit. You see my screen. The cameras from around the car and a map of where we're at. And I'll say, come to me. Let's see what it does. Obviously, this is going to be better than walking all the way over there. Stopping as phone is no longer within 6 meters. So you have to be within 6 meters. Okay, I'll let go of that then. Reducing speed due to phone being nearly 6 meters away. It shows me the front camera on the screen there. I can see me standing there. Here it comes. Look, this is obviously far better than walking over there. Go on then, there's nothing in front of you. Stopping this phone is no longer within 6 metres. I'm about 2 metres from it now. Waiting for pedestrians. Now I'm in the way. Summon complete. So you have to be within 6 metres. Okay, let's just do the forward function then, rather than come to me. So when you can only do 6 metres, it's not really going to be that useful, is it? Moving forward. Go on then. Don't go wild, will you? That was that. Okay. So let's go to the side a bit. And if I do come to me now, will it do anything? Oh yeah, that's a bit more sprightly. So don't stand in front of it. If I keep walking then, does it do that? Does it keep tracking me? Here we go. What do you think about this then, guys? Self-driving cars are here. This is really good, huh? Here we go. Oh, it's picked up a bit of pace here. Well, I'll have to be within 6 metres, so it's just following. Oh, it's farted. That means it's aborted it. Okay, well, we better back it up a bit now. So that's just going straight backwards now. I'll tell you what I'll do. Hang on. Right, let me go behind the car and do come to me. All right, let's go over here. Back towards our office. All right, come to me. It's going further away. Where's it going? Oh, that's complete. That was come to me complete. Okay, right, let's try again. Come to me here. Look, it just keeps walking off. It's like a stray dog. What does it want to do if I'm behind it? Does it want to turn around? I don't know what it's doing. Okay, I better go and retrieve the car from our neighbour's yard. So hang on a second. Pause video. Okay, there's another car in front here. So let's see what it does if I do come to me. Right, that's it. Lock in. So let's try and push the limits. Well, it says 6 metres, Serge. I'm probably about 6 metres now, aren't I? All right, come to me. It only seems to want to go forward. Ah, it is reversing.
I'm gonna stay here, see if it gets spooked.
I was waiting for pedestrians, so you have to move out the way. It says waiting for pedestrian here. Reducing speed, waiting for pedestrians. So you can't do it. Let me go behind it then. And then you're going to have to keep walking backwards. Right. I've still got the button, but then now I say come to me, and I'm behind it, so how's it going to do that? It's not even 6 metres. Yeah, it's that. Okay, it's complete. Here we go. So I guess if it's in a tighter parking spot, you can use it, but the same as you could do summon forwards and backwards before. And the phone has to be within 6 metres, it doesn't really add a great deal of functionality to it, does it? Okay, so I've been messing around with the car a bit. Does it actually work? Well, the self-parking does in certain situations. In other situations, no. It certainly needs or likes to have white lines marking out a space. And in a car park, actually, I was actually impressed by that. So well done, Tesla. I think that's good. Parallel parking looks like it has the potential. It hesitates a bit. Does get rather close to a curb, so do be careful, but actually did a reasonable job. So again, I'll have to give credit there. However, when you have situations where you don't have lines to mark out a parking space or a parallel parking situation like the side of a warehouse, it doesn't work very well at all. And why it went sideways, I still have no idea. Smart summon, well, my ass, I don't know, I don't think it was that good. Do you think my ass was much good? in reality, at the moment, you've got to be within 6 meters of car. I guess if you get boxed in the car park, as long as your phone and the car both got connectivity, you could summon it out of the gap, which is what could be done before, quite a few years ago. Or if you've got a narrow garage, something like that. So if you use summon a lot, comment below, tell me your situation and if it's very useful to you. But I guess it's limited in its uses until we can then get further away. I want to come out of the supermarket and it's pouring with rain and I want to call the car over to the door, pick me up. So the day that can happen will be good. I think that in the States, is it right, you're at that kind of level, but we're certainly not here with that yet in the UK. So is it worth buying enhanced autopilot for £3,500 to have these features? Bearing in mind the actual autopilot function, I don't think it's particularly good at the moment either, unfortunately. I made a video about that as the last one. Quite a long video because I had to show lots of different scenarios, but would I buy enhanced autopilot, for parking or for summon? Personally, no. But if you have and if you find them useful, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope that's been interesting. We'll keep playing with it and there could be some more videos coming soon. So stay subscribed. And if you're not already subscribed, then hit the subscribe button below. Make sure you are. And we'll see you in another video very soon.